Here is some amazing financial advice from 7 successful retirees who retired early with plenty of money in the bank.
Let's get right into number 1.
My current finances are 2 401k accounts that total $119,000, a taxable brokerage account with $55,000, a Roth IRA with $37,000 in it, 2 HSAs that total of $12,000, a 529 education account for our kid, which is $9,000, and 1 company stock account, which is $6,000. Truthfully, I can be completely FIRE right now. I only need a total of $40,000 a year to cover every single expense that I have. So that's $1 million in a brokerage account, or the cash flow that I currently have, which is $6,500 a month.
I've always been the primary income generator in the household. My wife makes a little bit of money from hobbies, and she definitely saves us a lot of money by being the primary cook and home taker. Lean FIRE is a subset of people that would like to reach FIRE, financial independence, earlier than most people in the movement, generally by saving money at a higher rate than most people in the FIRE movement. I'd estimate we put about 50% or so of our paycheck, maybe a little bit more, towards savings. My personal brokerage account has $221,000 in it. My Roth IRA has $57,000. My health savings account has $26,000 in it. And my 401k has $75,000.
My main motivation for retiring early is mainly to reclaim my own time and to be my own boss, really, and just be able to do what I want to do at any time that I want to. At the time that I quit my engineering job, I was making around $60,000 on YouTube alone. So what I did was actually to aim for making about 3 times as much as that. So there's some room to play with, some margin of error here.
A lot of people do think that you have to make over 6 figures, but because there's so many variables and factors that you need to look at, I was always wanting to be smart with the money that I had versus thinking that having a higher income was always the thing that got me ahead. I was a single mom for so many years that if I were to sort of do the hard hustle to try to make more money, that would be time away from my daughter. So I figured the best way to approach it is to just do more and be smarter with the money that I had.
Katherine applied everything he'd learned over the last 3 years to come up with a bulletproof retirement plan.
We took 2 years to plan this. We didn't just come, I didn't come home for education one day and said, okay, we're gone. No, we took 2 years. We discussed it. We tried to poke holes in this plan every way we could, and everything seemed to always come out on the top side. So what we did is we figured out if we could just limit our spending below what we could earn in the market, then what was left over would go back into the market or stay in the market and continue to grow. It's, compounding.
The couple retired in 1991. Now, when people retire early, many use the 4% rule, a principle that wasn't established until 1994.
My net worth got cut in half, and I have all these rental properties, but their cash flow changes through time. And during COVID, a lot of my income went down because tenants couldn't pay their rents, and I'm spending a lot more than I anticipated. There's still some questions around paying Allie this big chunk of money and what's that gonna cost me in terms of interest, doing cash out refis on some of these properties and things like that. And I'm kind of in a situation where I was earlier of, if I need to go back to work, I will. I think I'm okay. I think my cash flow will cover my expenses, but also I'm willing to be flexible.
So our typical expenses in the US before we retired was about $7,000 a month. And in Mexico, our expenses were about $2,700 a month. We have only been in Portugal about 6 months now, only a little over a month in our long-term rental. But we can already see that our living expenses are going to be on average about $3,700 a month. So definitely a little more than Mexico, but a lot less than living in the US.
If you want to watch any of the full reaction videos, click here.
Thank you very much for watching. Take care.
Toodaloo.